Is Ford considering a smaller pickup truck to slot below the Ford Ranger? Stay tuned to Offbeat Motors and find out. What's going on, everyone? I'm Corey. Welcome back to Offbeat Motors, and today we're talking about Ford, and particularly Ford possibly, maybe, who knows, time will tell, maybe considering a new pickup truck in a segment that's been pretty much forgotten by most manufacturers. So we all know that the Ford Ranger's on its way back after a hiatus here in the United States, even though it's been continued to be sold overseas in other markets. But with this newest design Ford Ranger, they're bringing it back to the States. And they're bringing it back because they realize that the mid-size pickup segment is actually a competitive one, and it's something that they can compete in and make money off of, obviously. So they're coming back, and they're going to be competing with the Toyota Tacoma, the Chevy Colorado GMC Canyon Twins, and the aging Nissan 4Runner. So also, with the launch of the new Ranger, shortly thereafter, they're going to be coming out with a Raptor version of the Ranger, which, according to some of the reports lately, apparently Ford is saying that it's going to have the four-cylinder turbo diesel in all markets. So I guess it hasn't been officially announced yet on what engine it's going to have, because it's been cited out there being tested and stuff like that. So, but once it's released, we'll find out what engine's in that. But by the sounds of it, it's going to be the four-cylinder turbo diesel. So from the mid-size, where do you really go? They got the F-150, 250, 350, 450s, and all those and everything else. But the long-forgotten segment is the compact truck segment. Now, what is a compact truck? Well, just think of the Volkswagen Caddy. That was a compact truck. You know, it was front-wheel drive, basically based upon the Rabbit, and with a pickup bed on it, with being able to have a small payload. So it was a very cool truck. I digged it. I was a big fan of it, especially because I worked at a Volkswagen dealership and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. And then you also had the Subaru Brat, which was a four-wheel drive model. That was pretty cool. That left right around 87 or something like that. They last sold that here in the States. And then Subaru tried to bring it back in the 2000s with the Baja. As cool as that thing was, that kind of flopped, so that didn't really go anywhere, even though it was a larger version of the Brat, so with four doors too. So it'll be interesting to see actually what transpires when they design this and everything, and if it actually happens here in the States. And it sounds more like it would be more along the lines for other countries, and we're going to get into that in just a second. Now, with the U.S.'s current trend of shifting away from sedans and moving into the CUVs and SUVs and pickup trucks, Ford is thinking of other ways to expand on their product line, because they are, like other manufacturers, are pulling the sedans out of their showrooms. The Fusion's going to be gone, the Taurus is going away, the Fiesta, that's going to be gone, and I think they're just going to keep the Focus around. At least that's the plan now, for now. We'll find out more about that once the next generation Focus, and this is going to play another part in this. So, let's see. I got a bunch of stuff written down here so I don't forget anything. CUVs, okay. And not only are they considering a new truck segment, but in the CUV market in particular, apparently they're going to be borrowing the Fusion name, and they're going to be coming up with a CUV, because it worked so well with the Ford Taurus X, and that was a total flop. So that's the kind of the direction everything is headed, and now they're looking at expanding in the pickup market. So the whole CUV SUV thing, that's been set in motion for a couple of years with all the manufacturers. So let's get back to this pickup truck thing. So again, it's just talks within Ford, but apparently when this idea was pitched to them, they didn't shoot it down and say no. So in an article from CNET.com, Mike Levine, who's a Ford spokesman, was quoted as saying, and I'm going to read this verbatim, "While we don't comment on speculation about future products, we are significantly expanding our North American lineup with all new vehicles and entering new segments. That's the key part, the new segments, with fresh designs for even more growth. So that alone tells you that they are thinking outside the box, because with the sedans and stuff going away, they need to replace those with things that are going to sell, that the people want. And pickup trucks is a big market, all sizes of them. So, a little backstory with Ford about this. This is not their first foray into this segment. In fact, they've been in this segment from 1998 to 2013. They actually had a compact truck that was based off the 98 Fiesta platform. This truck was sold in Brazil, and I think it was sold in Mexico too. It was called the Ford Courier. Never came to the States, obviously, because nobody ever saw that here. And it was a regular cab, and it had a small bed, and I think it had like right around 1,200 pounds of payload it was capable of having in the bed of that truck. So not too bad for a small little pickup truck like that. So if Ford does go ahead with this plan, it's not going to be just a U.S. market. They're basically going to be replacing or reintroducing it in Brazil as well, because they've been out of the segment since 2013. Obviously, they wouldn't go as small as a Fiesta or Festiva, whatever it was. They're going to go something a little bit bigger. And what are they looking at? Well, they're looking at the next generation of Focus, building something off of that platform as a possibility, which would make sense, because if you're going to have a new Focus coming out, you might as well add a couple other designs to it too, to make it into a pickup truck, make it that much more versatile, and probably share a lot of the tooling as well, which lowers the cost of design and everything else. So once you do it all the same, off the same platform. So just imagine if they do that, it's off of the Focus. What about an ST version? Or maybe an RS version? Are you listening, Ford? That'd be pretty sweet. So, like I said earlier, I'm a big fan of the Volkswagen Caddy, and I would love to see something like this come back and open up a whole new segment, and it'd be interesting to see if other people here in the United States would be open to it. I'm pretty sure it would sell. I'm not sure how well it would sell, but, well, I'm not an accountant and I don't work for the manufacturer, so that's not up to me to decide, and they'll figure all that out, and bean counters will be crunching the numbers to figure out if it's worth it or not. So we'll have to wait and find out if that's actually going to happen. Now, feel free to tell me what you guys think about it. Is it a good idea, not a good idea? Do you think it would sell? Do you not think it would sell? Comment in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think about that. And in the meantime, if you're looking for something like that, there's actually a company out there that sells a kit called Smyth Performance, and I'll leave a link to their website down below as well, so you can check that out. They got some pretty cool stuff. A lot of you probably already heard of them, but they are actually a company that transforms these into, or they sell kits so you can transform a car into a ute or a little pickup truck. So they do them based upon the Golfs and Jettas and the A4 and S4s, and also the Charger. They have one for the Charger. So check those guys out, and they have a YouTube channel too. I'll link that below, and you can check out some of their videos. I've been watching some of them. It's pretty cool, and I'd love to build something like that, to be honest with you. Probably maybe off the Charger. The Volkswagen would be pretty cool too, because I'm kind of caddy-ish, so I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to, if you want to, just go ahead and share the video. It helps out a lot. And make sure you're following Offbeat Motors over on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us on those platforms at Offbeat Motors. I'll catch you guys next time around.